I'm Mega Mike the Movie Man, and today I got a mega movie plan. Today, I'm back with another mega review for you all. I'm going to be reviewing the brand new movie, Uncharted. Yes, I'm going to give you my general thoughts of the movie, so spoiler free, no spoilers here. I'm going to give you all the good, the bad, and my recommendation on whether this movie is worth your time or not. So stick around to the end of the video for that recommendation. But without further ado, let's get started.
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you. I'm sitting right next to you.
Now to get into the good of the movie. So Uncharted is the big new action blockbuster released in theaters that is based on the video game franchise of the same name. And I love that video game franchise. To me, those video games were very fun, great character development, very cinematic, and so it was perfect to be adapted into a movie. So this movie basically serves as a origin story to Nathan Drake and the other Uncharted characters, and it's a fun action adventure story that's globe-trotting, treasure hunting, and it's kind of similar to like an Indiana Jones to a National Treasure, and so that's the vibe they're going for in the movie. So to me, it matches the game in that way, that same formula of going to hunt treasure, solving puzzles, getting into some action sequences along the way, and trying to look for that undiscovered treasure. Now, that is exactly adapted perfectly to this screen, and so this movie is a lot of fun. The action sequences are great and exhilarating, and they're big, and it's something they wouldn't have been able to do decades ago now that they have really good green screen and CGI and all those visual effects. But it looks really good in the movie. This looks like a Uncharted movie. So it's fun going across the globe with all these characters. Nathan Drake is the absolute standout here, with Tom Holland giving his all in this performance. And you can tell Tom Holland is giving a solid, genuine performance. He's trying to get those emotions to come across, and he is just jacked in this movie. So he is prepared for this role, and I see that he cares about the character, and he's really trying to give it his all. So this movie, like I said, it looks like Uncharted. The set designs, the production designs, and it's just a bunch of fun different sequences. The plane sequence you see in the trailer is really exhilarating, and you feel like you're really up in the sky, and that's a lot of fun. And then when you get on the flying pirate ships, that's another exhilarating sequence that's really intense and a lot of fun. And so those are a couple unique sequences that I haven't seen too much in movies before. So you know what? This movie does not take itself seriously. It is a lot of ridiculous, out there, just big treasure hunting fun.
What's with the cat?
She's just for you.
What?
Life seems super sad.
I'm not gonna keep this thing.
Now to get into the bad of the movie. So even though this movie looks like Uncharted, it just doesn't feel like Uncharted. So Tom Holland is giving his best performance here, but to me, he is just miscast. He just looks too young to be a authentic Nathan Drake. And since they went with a younger Nathan Drake here, they got to make all the other characters younger around him to make it make more sense. I don't think that does favors for anyone in this movie. Mark Wahlberg as Sully just doesn't fit the character. It doesn't look like Sully. It doesn't sound like Sully. And so to me, that was another miscast here. And to me, the characters just don't have a good chemistry on screen. They have some decent performances across the board, but to me, they're just not gelling together like we feel in the Uncharted games. In the Uncharted games, it's more of a family, and I didn't get that sense in this movie. And then also some other elements of the video game weren't really adapted well here at all. Like the puzzle and treasure hunting aspects of the movie, to me, it was very simplified and watered down for a general audience. It was a lot of key turning, not really any interesting or complex puzzles like the video games have. So I was really missing that in the movie. And then also wall scaling and platforming, which is a big part of the video game, not much of it in this movie. There's a couple sequences, like the plane sequence was really cool, but just not enough of it for me to be satisfied as a big fan of the video game franchise. And also the tone with this movie is very light. It's definitely a family action adventure story, which is great for families. But if you're a real big fan of the Uncharted games, you want more in-depth character studies, you want to have some darker moments thrown in there, you want to have a serious tone once in a while. Yeah, you'll have some levity here and there, but we got to mix it up. We got to make it more of a serious, emotionally impactful story. And to me, that just wasn't coming across in this movie. To me, this movie got very silly, very outrageous, and no plausibility to where you were really invested in that, oh, these heroes are really in any trouble. To me, a lot of parts just didn't come across as real. It just kind of just was very watered down, simplified, very surface level, and just got a little outrageous at some points.
It's gonna take a little longer than I thought.
Now to get into my recommendation of the movie. Now, should you go out and see Uncharted on the big screen right now? Well, for most people, I think you'll have a decent fun time with this one. It's a decent little adventure action treasure hunting movie. To me, it's just not top quality. It's not an Indiana Jones movie. I don't even think it's as good as National Treasure. Kind of think of in that average range like a Red Notice on Netflix. So if you're not really big into action adventure movies, you can kind of wait for this one to go on streaming later or pick it up down the line when it goes on a very cheap sale price. I don't think it's a movie you have to rush out to the theaters for, unless you're just looking for a movie to see this week. Then it is probably one of the better movies that are in theaters right now. And seeing it on the big screen, some of those action sequences, like the pirate ship sequence and airplane sequence, do look really cool on a larger screen. Now, if you're a big fan of the video game franchise like I am, definitely don't go into this movie looking for a faithful adaptation here. If you do that, you're going to be very upset with this movie. I'm telling you, this is a big departure from the video game in terms of tone and feel and characters. So really don't go into that movie with that kind of mindset. Like if you really just are going for a adaptation of the video games, you can skip this one absolutely, because I think you'd be pretty upset with this movie. But if you're just going in for a family fun adventure story, you're gonna have, I think, some more fun with it. I was entertained by it. I was happy I saw it on the big screen. So to me, it just depends on your personality, what genre you like, and what you look for in a movie. But just know this isn't a top quality movie. It's more in the average range for this kind of genre.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry!
So that will do it for today's mega review of Uncharted. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to see this movie? Are you a big fan of the video game franchise? Or if you already seen this movie, what did you think of it? Also, if you're just discovering the channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe right now. I'm going to get you tons of movie reviews, movie rankings, movie news, movie haul videos all year long. I don't want you to miss that value. So subscribe right now, turn on that notification bell, and you won't miss when I post a video. Also, like the video. And this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.